today we're going to be taking apart this PlayStation 4. So as you can see, it's one of the basic models, one of the older ones. So has seen a few better days. There's a few bit loose on it. I don't know if you can see there. There's a load of, see all the dust build up there. So it could be quite dusty inside, but the back looks fairly good. HDMI looks alright. The warranty stickers are still intact, which is good. So which means no one has been in here before. So other than that, it looks okay. So today we're going to be opening it up and cleaning it out and getting ready then so it can be used then. So first thing we do is we slide this cover off. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is going to take out the hard drive. So we take that out with one screw here. Put that aside. So we can pull out the hard drive. So there's a lot of dust. So as you can see, it's still just a stock 500 gig hard drive that's in there. Oh god. So now, if you come around to the back, so what we can do is just use our, do I have my, just use, so really I just want to see how dirty this is going to be and clean it out. I will apply some new thermal paste as well then, and then we can test it out. Hopefully it's all good to go. So I'm not too worried about the warranty sticker now because I'll probably just take it off. So again, underneath the warranty sticker, you're going to have your security Torx screws. Really. Security has been on this so long, it's basically glued into it. There we go. Yeah. So now we have these two screws there. So what we should have is, I don't know if you can see them screws. They are security Torx screws. So there's a little bit in the middle of them. But I can't seem to find my one that I have. So what we're going to use is just going to use a flathead. Use a smaller flathead than that. So this is a way to get around it if you don't have a security Torx. Then if you get enough pressure between the middle point pin, the edge of the screw, you can just screw it out like that. Now sometimes it does break the middle pin of the security Torx, which then just turns it into a Torx screw. So there's no harm in doing it. Just don't know where to find them at the moment. I can't find my. So I believe on this model, which we actually didn't even look at. So it's model CUH1003A. So I I'd say this is one of the older models. So with that out, we then also will take this security one out here. And then we'll take this screw out here. So then I believe we should be able to there's no actually I might have forgotten two screws. Is there two? Yes. So we had another one hidden here behind the sticker, and then I presume there's another one behind the sticker. Open up for me. It's actually bending my there we go. So they're much heavier stickers than the warranty stickers, so we'll be able to keep them and put them back on. So now we have another two here. So we can take that off like that, stick it in there, and no, so that should be hopefully all of our screws. So why is this so up? Okay, so what are we dealing with? Oh Jesus. So as you can see, loads of dust. I don't know, is that, oh, can you see all that there? I don't know if that's, looks like liquid damage that fell in on top of this, but I'm not too sure. We leave that aside for cleaning. So, oh, you can just see the lumps of dust coming out of it. Oh, I hate dust. Whew. So you can see here, it's, I don't know what exactly. It could have been something spilled on it. Quite dusty, but even the fans actually look fairly clean. I was expecting a lot worse, so that's not too bad. A good dose with the compressed air now for this would be nice. We'll have it shining. So now we're just going to take off it's not too often now you can buy a PlayStation second hand that hasn't been opened. So it's nice to know that no one has been in here before. Take them two out. I don't think I've opened this model of PlayStation before. The one I have is a newer model. They do change the screws on them, the placements, but the majority of it stays the same. Okay, so that should be all the screws out for the power. take out this clip here. So it's always these two pins on the left hand side now that are stiff to get out. So if we take that out there, you can see inside of it there. That'll just blow it out with a bit of air. You can see there's a nice bit of dust along inside of there. So a bit of canned air there. As long as it's working, I don't want to go too much into the power supply because I don't know too much about it. So that's just a recipe for disaster if you go messing with it and you don't know what you're doing. So where will we go from here? So we start disconnecting a few bits. We take off the antenna cable. I was wanting to have been in here for so long, these bits without ever being touched. They can be quite hard to get out sometimes. We'll leave in this side. Take out this side. So you just press down on that metal piece and it releases. Oh, the dust, the dust, the dust. So now we'll just get rid of this antenna cable. That. So that's all that disconnected. So now the next thing is to take out the disk drive. So I believe we take out some of these screws here. The disk drive one. I always have such a bad memory of where I put which screws go where. Is that all we need for the disk drive? Well, actually, can we take this top part off now? Not entirely sure. Does this? No, the other models this comes off straight away. So maybe I'm missing something. I thought that they just pop up. But I have clips here somewhere on the sides of them, don't they? Oh, we'll come to that in a minute. Actually, the fans inside there, or the heatsink, not actually too bad at all. Okay, so I see a little hidden screw down here. So take that one out. Maybe just this one then as well. Okay. So there's our disk drive. Probably will need to open up because Say the rollers could be quite dusty, and just to give it a clean as well. You can even see along here it's fairly dusty. So we can leave that aside to go at as well. So now we're nearly there to the bottom. Now I just need to remember. Oh, it's starting to come apart now. Just need to remember, where is this clip? Oh, there's a good bit of dust coming here. So nice bit of dust around the front there. Again, a bit of a wiping. As you can see, it was just all gathered around here. I'll be sneezing for the night now. Okay, so what we're going to do is disconnect the fan here. This one just, I might actually just use our clip that off there. You don't want to, it just slides out at the very edges. You don't want to rip the whole pads off them. No. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 screws to remove at the moment. So let's go with, and as I said, these are all, it might be very hard to get in the light to see that these are the Torx. You might be able to see the little bit in the middle of them. Not sure if it's focusing correctly or not. But as I said, I'm only using a flathead. Works perfectly. I haven't broken any of them here. So don't think just because you don't have it that you won't be able to take this apart. I thought this was going to be worse. So now we get rid of our 2 clamps. You unscrew them. It's good to see that there's no washers. As we said, it was never open, so I wasn't going to be caught with that. So now we can remove that. So there we can see all our pads are still, some of them are nearly, one of them actually has a hole in it. So these are all the pads for the RAM chips, the heatsink. So now we can, the board doesn't, oh, do we, no. So there's a bit of, I don't know, was that factory? I don't know if you can see it in the light. A bit of kind of gooey stuff around. Must be factory, or else did someone spill. Again, maybe that's like the stuff that we found on the top. But we can clean that all up. So now we turn her over to the main side. As we can see, all our chips here as well. So we'll clean up the heatsink, or the chip. As you can see, there's not very much thermal paste left on it, it's fairly dry. So I might actually just do that first before we clean it all up. So we're going to get our Q-tip, bit of isopropyl alcohol. If you can see it there, we'll move it in. Cleans it nice and lovely. Be perfect for being cleaned into for new thermal paste. It's actually, I don't know, no, I should have touched it beforehand. It's actually not too bad. Maybe that's just because I wet it. So I suppose every time you probably open your console, or every couple of years, you really should put new thermal paste. As thermal paste, it dries out. Once it starts to dry out, then it doesn't dissipate the heat from the chip as easy, and then you start to run into some problems. So as you can see now, that chip, nice and lovely. And clean. So we'll just leave that aside for a minute, and we'll just... Was I missing a screw of what were we missing with the oh, I forgot this. Definitely gonna forget some of these screws. So there's one. Smaller flathead for that. So there's 3 of them there. Let's make sure there's no more. I'm missing one over in that corner. No. So actually, before we take off the heat, oh, that looks, oh. We'll clean this first and then we'll show you what's on the other side. Be a surprise. So maybe it is a bit more dirtier than I thought. Yes, this was quite hard. Clean that all up. Wipe. Get rid of all the bits. So skin we've got. Just get another bit of IPA. Lovely and clean. Yeah. Okay, so I said we're gonna turn it over. Actually, okay. There's a nice bit of build up of dust there. See down through it. Yeah, so I might just let's just see if we pick it up and peel it back. Ooh. So that's definitely gonna stop your PlayStation from dissipating a bit of heat. Let's grab my bin. Goodbye, dust. Ooh. Now it's starting to look better already. Yeah. Okay, so we can just leave that aside for the moment again and just get right down in here. Another ball of dust. So this can happen, depends on where you have your PlayStation stored. If you have it down low, maybe on a carpet, or if it's scrunched up in a little box, the proper airflow doesn't get through. It's very easy to get a build-up of dust. So you should always have good ventilation wherever you store your console. Okay, so we can take off this fan. This one. That's two. It's just the two. Okay, so there's our. As you can see, the fan actually isn't the worst, but we'll clean that all up. So now what I might do off camera is, for a few of these plastic pieces, I'm gonna go probably outside and spray them and wipe them down. So the next time you'll see them, they'll be lovely and clean. Okay, so see you in a few. Okay, so now we have our disk drive here. So I was just giving that a bit of a clean up, dusting off. Just a fair bit of dust on it. So what I want to get at is these two rollers here and clean them, and then I also just put a bit of IPA onto the laser. So it's stuck in my hands. Okay, so we should have 1, 2, 3 screws. So we'll there is one. There's two. And the third one. There we go, the third one. Now, let's just see, does this lift off? So there's a little catch just here. Slide that off like that. Now we're just use some kind of compressed air. So we did give the cover there a bit of a rub down as well, so that seems to be okay. So now it's a bit dusty in here, so just give it a small bit of a spray out. You can see from the dust flying, there is still some dust inside. So I'm just trying to avoid spraying it onto the laser. Okay, so just take a bit of a wipe, just wipe around the edges, just some of the dirt that's left there. So after we've this put back together, I can show you the rest of the PlayStation after we've cleaned it all up. Just get into some of the corners. So now should be able to just pop these borders out. Doesn't seem too bad. Let's give them a bit of a rub with this. Wipe. Just get in there. And then we'll just give them a wipe down with, again, some more IPA. Just if there is any stickiness or residue on it. This should get rid of it all. So I think that's most of it there. Pop that one back in. And should be able to just pop this one back out. See a ball of dust there on this gear. Just get rid of that. Again, looks clean enough. Bit dusty, but dirty. Not too bad. Then again, we just dip the other side into some IPA. Yeah. We can just wipe it in the middle. Connects the two of them. So one goes in there. Should have actually go in. Now, this should be fine. Wipe a few more bits. Everything looks okay with the disk drive. Seems to be fine. So, just going to get another new one just for the small bit on this. And just, so as you can see, the lens just there. Just go just a little dab of the swab, the lasers. That should be fine. So now, this should be our disk drive all nice and cleaned up. So again, we just place it back in the same way we came out. So again, just watch this little edge here. So it needs to go, it needs to catch underneath it. Ta-da! Now, put our screws back in. After all this now, it's making me thinking, I wonder how dirty my own one is. It's been probably a good while since I've cleaned it out. But I don't think it'd be as dirty as this one. So let me know down in the comments, anyone, have you ever, how dirty ones have you come across? I know I see online, you see all these ones about cockroaches and infested. So where I'm from in Ireland, that's generally not something you come across because of our climate. We wouldn't have cockroaches. Yeah. Should be good as new, hopefully. Okay, so that's our hard drive put aside. So now, as I was saying, we can show you the bits we cleaned up. So here we have our power supply. So there's still little marks of whatever that residue was. It didn't come off completely. But as you can see there, I just sprayed it through with the canned air. It looks so much cleaner now. As I said, I don't want to go inside of it to try and clean it out properly. But that should do for now. Here we have our fan. If you look at it there now. Much cleaner. So that should keep going for ages. So then again, another one of the covers. This was the one with all the residue on again. So some of it seems to be a bit of rust. Must have been something spilled on it. Some of it's come off. Just the rest of it there around the edges doesn't seem to be coming off. But all in all, still plenty of marks. As I said, it is an old, has been here for a good while. Whereas it's an old console, so there is marks on it, but nice and cleaned up. So now we still haven't cleaned this bad boy up yet. So first we'll just give it a wipe down around the metal, and then we'll see how much dust we can get to spray out of it. We bring the canned air in. Bit of dust there. Just do the tops and sides around it, the heat pipe. And now get our canned air. So we're going to spray it through this side. So let's see what comes out this end. See will the camera pick any of it up. No, didn't look like too much. So now that should be, that is fairly clean through it. Might be hard to actually see through the fans, but as you can see there's no blockages there now. It's nice and clean the whole way through. There's bits of dust lying there. So now there's only one last bit to clean before we start putting it back together. So that's the main board. So what I'm gonna do, just get her. So all in all, as we said, it's not, but it does not too bad. So what I might do is, again, good old friend cotton buds. And some IPA, and we can just start to go across the board a bit. As you can see, we're picking up some dust already. It is nice to be able to get a console this old, still clean it up and be good as new basically. Hopefully it'll keep going for another good few years yet for someone. Okay, sorry about that there. My camera died on me. Yeah, I was saying about the PS5, so hard to get hold of now. It's nice to still be able to have good working PS4 that you can still use. There. So because the front of the console. Or the USB port. So you can see the dust even that gets into the USB ports. Come on. Now, that's everything nice and clean, I think. I think it's a pretty good job. So what I'll be using for a thermal paste, it's Arctic Silver 5. So now there's, I think it's Arctic Silver 5 or MX4. So let us know which. I think all I've ever used before was MX or Arctic Silver 5. So let me know if people think I should be using the other one or this one. Now actually just before we do that, we'll start putting some of the console back together. So the first thing we want, this is going to be the fun part, to see can I remember what sets of screws go where. So these 3 screws, oh god, I've forgotten already. Are these 2 screws or these 2? No, they were. That was from a different one, wasn't it? Yeah, there's no arrow. Presume. This is where I always get caught. But here's hoping that we're. So at this point in the video, comment to see how many screws I end up with extra at the end. It's like putting an IKEA project together. You always end up with spares. So see who at this point, pause it here and comment. We'll see who can guess the correct answer. Hoping it's going to be 0, so that I don't have to go back in again and open it up. Oh my god, I keep getting this too small. Perfect. Right. So we had that. So where was the? See, can we remember? Believe this went like that. That was correct. And we should have 3 here. Okay, so that's that part back. So now we can put in next. We put in this drive. Where did I put them? So should just slap back in there. And I believe these were the screws I had for them. Let's hope I'm right. Let's read this small one at the very front. Yeah, everything should be incorrectly there. We had, yeah, so we need to go back to our flathead for these torques. So we 3 of them, so there was certainly this one under here. Don't go upside down on me, Mr. Screw. Really need to get some better lighting. Should go there. Now, was it this one, this one, or this one? I only have 2. I believe it was. Let's hope I'm right. That it was these 2 here. Come on. Not sure if that one was correct or not, but We'll find out when we have to put all the rest of them in. So does this one go here? Not sure if it's... I might have to look back over my video on... Because I don't want to be getting the wrong ones. Putting them in the wrong place. Really should have taken better notice of which ones I'm actually not sure if that's seating. No, it's not. That's what I thought. Don't have to seat it correctly. There we go. Now, if you heard that click, you know it went in correctly this time. Again, the question still remains of if these are the correct ones or not. Okay, so that's this much put back together. So we can put that aside for now. Or we can actually, never mind that. We can get to the important part. So, the big debate on the perfect amount. Let's just see what. I think that's the perfect amount. Again, let me know in the comments. Too much, too little. Actually, I feel it's a small bit too little. So let me know what you think. And now we can seat this back in here. Oops. To feed that wire through. Now, okay, so now with that on, I can now place this cover back on top. Can reconnect the fan there. Just gonna turn it over, just make sure everything came through correctly. Okay, so just disconnect this fan again. Damn it. Just, so just the wire. I had it coming out with the wrong slot. Go on, push through. Now, just check, make sure Kim. Yep, Kim's okay there. So now we go back. So this time, where were them two screws? Right, we have 12, I believe, was the magic number this for here. So, number 12, back into place. So we can fast forward to this part. Okay, so we seem to have one left over. So I went wrong. 12. So one of these was from an earlier one. Feeling. Which one was it? It was either this one or that one. Pretty sure it's not meant to go in just now, but let's wait and see. So now we have our clamps. Okay, and connect the fan. Turn it over. So now we can actually, let's see. Connect that back in there. Feed this wire back around. So now, okay, so then where do I think I might be forgetting a screw somewhere. If I did, please let me know. You seat that in, and we connect connector back in. So now we have 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So where? Really starting to wonder where the extra 1. Oh no, I just took that one, did I? Oops. Where am I forgetting? Where am I forgetting? This one was gonna go there, isn't it? Maybe that must be it, isn't it? None in there, none in there. Those 4 for the back, that's for the hard drive. This one must go here. Somebody's probably screaming at me here saying, no, that's wrong. We'll see. Now, where is my... Where? Okay. So, let's... Probably could test it at this stage, but I want to put it all back together. Aha, so I was right. Huh, did I put an extra one in now? What one went there? Oh no, I'm really confusing myself. Did I not take out one from there at the very start as well? So how did I mix that one up? Did I take that one down? Oh no. Oh, yep, there's the people that was shouting at me. I know what I forgot. It's hiding up here. We forgot our little antenna. Haha, so don't think we did forget anything. At least not until it was too late. So now I just need to take these out again. Now it goes. It's not too bad. You'll forgive me for forgetting that one. So let's just see, can we... I was getting these pins out here. So that should come in down there. Hear this nice little click. There we go. Now, I believe we have everything. Finally. Put these back in. As I said, I'd done a quick test before I turned this on. I turned on, went to the main menu. I didn't. I tried to put in a disk. As I said, it was slow going in. Let's test how that works now, and then we can test whether it's going to play the games or not for us. So hopefully we haven't broken anything. So with this PlayStation, we also got 3 broken PS4 controllers. So you might see some upcoming videos with them. Seem to they're not charging, and they're also in a good need of a clean. So subscribe for more of these kind of videos coming up. No, don't fall. Okay, so this time we remembered. So where were we? Right, so this one had to go back on. Now hard drive. Bit dusty. Go away, dust some money after cleaning. Secure that in place. So now we can put on the back panel, which we have here. So which way did we take this off? So we go from the front to the back. It just slots back into place. So now, as I say, we have these 4 screws here. I really need to find my Torx, security Torx screwdriver. Would make these a lot easier to put back in. There's 2. And the very last screw. Ta-da! No screws. Just to show that I'm not hiding any. So thanks to everyone that gave confidence that I'd be able to get all the screws back in. I'm confident enough now that I'll stick. I'm not going to put the warranty ones back on because I kind of destroyed them, but I kind of like these black ones in the corner. I don't know why I pretty scraped them, but they should stick back in there. So now we stick. Where do we go? We stick this back on. So again, it's still, I can't There's a lot of scrapes on the top on this glossy finish. There's not much we can do about that, I don't think, at the moment. Ta-da! So now we'll get this hooked up and the moment of truth to make sure that it all works. Okay, so here we go, back together, it's all plugged in. So now we have the moment of truth. Will it turn on? Oh! I forgot that that's only a touch one on the older models, not an actual button. Okay, so blue light. I can hear the fans going. Please turn on. Okay. Lovely. Plug in controller here. Okay, controller connects up. Skip all that. So you may have seen this controller. I can link down another video of fixing. I'll link that in the description. Fixing the charging port on this controller. Okay, so we have it up and running. That's good. Let's not notification settings, storage. Let's just check. Okay, so 400 out of 500. Okay, so it's probably because it's older. System. So we're on 8.03 system software. Okay, and then let's go for the moment of truth. Game here. Bit of FIFA. Keep it out of the way. So let's see. Takes it in perfectly. Brilliant. Okay, that's gonna take, but reads the game, FIFA 20. So lovely. So that seems to be working perfectly. A few more checks to do. Check the Wi-Fi. Check that actually plays games and it doesn't overheat. But yeah, looking good. Okay, perfect. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for some more. Bye.